Michael, thank you so much for your time today. How was it today, finally getting into the Publishers Launch again?
It was a terrific show. This was the third one we've done here. Although previously we've been on Monday, so we were before the fair was even beginning to be before the fair.
And do you think it's important to sort of have this time before the madness of the next couple of days gets going, just to sort of take stock and talk about these important things?
Well, I think that might be a better question for the audience than it is for us. But I think that from our perspective, it's a fabulous opportunity to take advantage of the fact that there's such a diverse community here. I don't know what the final count was, but there were probably about 125 people in the room. Of the first 80, they came from 21 countries. So that's not an opportunity that, I mean, Michael and I are in New York, and it's a very diverse community, and we put on shows all the time, but we don't often have the opportunity to talk to that broad a spread of the global publishing community. So that's what's really fun about it from our point of view, and I think Frankfurt's really the only place you can do that. The digital book world gets a good international representation, but you're talking about 10% of the people come from outside the United States. Here, 2/3 of the people, 3/4 of the people in that room were outside the United States. So it's a great opportunity for us.
So you mentioned looking at sort of countries, non-English speaking countries. How important is it, do you think, to sort of start really getting to the bottom of when these non-English speaking countries will start publishing in the same way that English speaking countries are?
Well, I think that's part of what we ratified today, is that there is meaningful digital and online activity in almost every major language now, and it's taking different forms in different places. But Russ Grandinetti from Amazon showed how both English language publishers are selling titles all over the world in English, but also how international publishers are selling books in their languages into these established markets in the US and UK, where people are used to buying content, but they haven't digitized enough. They don't understand the size of the opportunity, and if they would produce the product, particularly from their top-selling authors, there's a market ready and waiting. We were reminded by Otavio Cules from Latin America that there's digital adoption all over the place. Sometimes it's commercial, and sometimes it's one-by-one units. Sometimes it's educational and massive. And for those of us looking to see, are we there yet? In fact, we've been there. We just might not have been looking at the right targets. So if we open up our frame of reference and look more broadly, and in fact, even Alan Lau from Wattpad, his service is tremendously successfully outside the U.S. 60% of their members are outside of the U.S. 45% of Goodreads members are outside of the U.S. Scrib.com has customers and readers in 80 countries. So digital reading is happening in all kinds of ways, in all kinds of places, and that's now migrating a little closer to what we know of as traditional book businesses. So I think the fertile middle ground for all these people to talk to each other and work together has become a lot richer now.
And actually, a point that didn't occur to me in there, but I was thinking about as Michael was talking, is that this incredible international marketplace that Scribd and Wattpad and are showing, and Goodreads are showing, part of that is there's no rights issues, right? Most of what these guys are dealing with don't have rights constraints around them. So it begins to suggest how much more market there might be when some of these rights issues get resolved.
Thank you so much for your time today, and congratulations on a great day. Thank you. Cheers.